What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I'm just a man just trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. I fucked that up along the way, but it's all good. I just woke up. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday morning. So, I was told my videos was too racist, even though people are completely fine when I have the smoke for black or darker skinned individuals. It's all fun and games, but if I give the same energy equally, like I've always said I will always do, people have problems. People turn off, people pretend those videos don't exist, and they only want to see videos of me bashing black and melanated folks. So I decided, after some reflection, I'll continue to upload videos of me bashing people equally. Not gonna change it, and I'm not gonna be your vehicle for your proxy of hate. It's not happening. I hate everyone equally. I hate stupid people equally. That's how this channel works. So the person you see on the screen is a video game content creator named Saikuno. He is along the group of very popular streamers, content creators of gaming. I don't know if he games anymore. I know he exploded when Among Us came out during the pandemic and nobody was able to really go outside. Among Us fucking exploded from a game that was completely forgotten in the shadows, and then it exploded with these content creators that made it. And because I am a gamer myself, I'm aware of them. I don't fucking watch their content very much, but apparently there's been this huge drama about this guy because apparently he was fucking all the hoes. And there was a Google document expose on him by some woman who claimed that he did all of these things. And it's so upsetting and terrible. You have some of his friends turning on him, which probably you should if you do something bad. I don't think you should be turned on, but I think that, basically people should be saying, yeah, that shit's not cool, dude. I mean, it is what it is. You got people completely who's always outspoken about all issues around the world and always throwing their hat into shit, being really lukewarm and just fucking quiet about it, which again, we know why it is, right? They want to play the fence. I don't play the fence on my videos, by the way, right? I know there's some people that they only like seeing videos of individual. For example, I can't talk bad about I can't put up a video about a white criminal unless a straight white criminal, because it won't be received well. But that same video will do extremely well if a white content creator makes that video and sits on the fence about it. A perfect example of this was there was a video I did about almost 2 years ago of a trans person stabbing and ripping out pretty much the organs in their child's neck, and they were released. They went to jail, got released. Now mind you, this person was trans or whatever like this. That video was obscured until like probably 2 months ago when Asmongold finally said something about it. Almost damn near a year later. I see you. Let's get into it, shall we?
Massive day for the unemployed. The Saikuno files just dropped and it's insane. Big Google Docky. Don't know who Saikuno is? He's one of the Chinese streamers who would play Among Us with Pokemon.
Be careful, you said Chinese. If you say Chinese white, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's too racist for some people. You better calm down.
During the pandemic.
That's crass.
In this video, we'll be looking at the Google Docky, the video that Mugen made in collaboration with the victims, as well as some responses from other streamers, so stay tuned.
I just thought, yo, he's gonna the GOAT.
Because it's about to get disappointing. On Valentine's Day of this year, I was followed on Twitter by Wednesday of this out to get
What do you think about Saikuno? Valkyrie, one of the most vocal people about every and anything. Also, I believe that she's fucking Hassan. If you know, you know. Disappointing. Okay.
Disappointing. On Valentine's Day of this year, I was followed on Twitter by Saikuno. I thought it was amazing that such a big content creator even knew I existed, let alone followed me on social media. He had been my role model and someone I looked up to for a long time ever since my days in high school. I love the way this Chinese guy lied to all these women and gaslit them in Among Us. No wonder he was so good at Among Us. He was an imposter. Saikuno is not the kind, soft-spoken character you see on stream. He is a serial cheater, liar, and manipulator who uses his status to get what he wants from as many women as possible.
We really need to stop acting like as though women have no agency when it comes down to them making decisions. Again, it is not a shocking thing if any women decide. Listen, I knew from a young age, and I think all of us should have known. If you have the 3 of the 666, you're going to have access to a lot more women than the average dude will. If you have good looks and physical characteristics that are attractive to women, if you have money, a lot of materialistic shit, or if you have some type of status, you're going to have more access to women. It is what it is. It is what it is. You're Asian. White women love Asian dudes, just like how white dudes love Asian women. And which, again, it seems this is a little bit too racist for some people, even though it has been proven, it has been spoken about. Shit. You can even ask Google if what I'm talking about is true. There's, again, two-way fetish zones, right? They deserve each other. But Asian, you know what I'm saying? Not bad looking. He has money. He has status. He's going to have access to a lot more women. So sitting there acting like as though he's some fucking, what they call it, manipulator. And well, I've heard some of them say predator. Come on now. Stop it.
More specifically, the ones who are smaller up or up-and-coming content creators knowing he can take advantage of them. Below, you will find evidence that will expose his calculated pattern of love bombing and manipulation, as well as a recording of a voice call where he explicitly admits to all the wrongdoings and everything. This dude is 34 years old. How is he still an e-boy, bro?
Because he's... What do we see here? Asian, white wants to be Asian. I'm not sitting there saying that it's not possible for another individual of another group of the race to get some. But again, the 666s, listen. But you know what's actually crazy about this? They're trying to frame this, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not defending fucking Saikuno for being a cheater or whatever the fuck it is. They're trying to frame it as he's this fucking mass serial predator preying on these fucking women because he has a catalog. But when women have catalogs, it's all hush hush. This is the same shit as when you get those fucking stories and they be like, this fucking 32-year-old was talking to this 21-year-old. How dare he? He's a fucking rapist. He's a predator and this, that, third. This 41-year-old woman waited for this 41-year-old woman got pregnant by this 19-year-old basketball player. Yes, queen.
But what made him really desirable is just how socially awkward he was. He was innocent in an endearing way. He was a boy failure that needed a woman to fix him. In a nutshell, he was this picture, almost allergic to other women. He just couldn't handle anything romantic. He would get too flustered.
Never trust a dude that covers their mouth when they laugh. Our first conversation. After Valentine's Day, I was so excited about him following me that I told a friend who then urged me to strike up a conversation. I finally worked up the courage to send him a DM and he replied right away. Are you still looking for a Valentine's date, perhaps? Sabrina Carpetbomb? What? You can't just open up with something like that. And besides, Valentine's Day is almost over where I'm from already. I mean, we can always do a Valentine's Day do-over, you know? And then this 34-year-old man invited me to play games with him. In the first conversation, he brought up what kind of games he liked to play and invited me to play with him after a convention. Oh, do you want to play Eureka Legends? You know, so far it doesn't look...
You heard his voice. You heard it. I can't make a joke like that. That's too racist.
To play with him after a convention. Oh, do you want to play Eureka Legends? You know, so
understand, it's not the covering of the mouse with me. I heard the ascent. I'm not dumb.
Far doesn't look bad. He says he can heal her with a healing kit and asks her what games she plays. I play it, but I'm pretty bad. Can you carry me, lol? I play Overwatch a little, but I'm most useful on tour by hiding behind a turret, but they nerfed that apparently. Asking a girl to carry you in game is crazy work, but let's move on. After some more boring conversations about gaming, they moved on. Interested in where I live. For context, this is still the same day as the first conversation. Oh my, that's crazy. only moved to Discord a few hours apart since I'm EU time zone and he's US time zone. Things started out innocently enough with him inquiring about fun things to do where I live, such as aquariums and conventions, TwitchCon EU specifically. I'd like to point out that I said we could go on a date and make up for Valentine's. He not once expressed to me any discomfort or that he wasn't single. You wouldn't get it. Psychudo.
Is that a problem? I mean, considering any other time there's no goddamn gate or filter. When a woman likes you, she'll do all of these things as well to you. You know what's actually funny? There was I forgot what the thing was, but it was like, what did it say? It was like, damn, she did all of these things with you. You didn't have to do any hard work. And he was like, no, when a girl likes you, they like you. He was like, another thing is that when you get a taste of a woman that actually genuinely likes you, and you end up not being with her after that, or something happens, you don't chase after hoes anymore. Good shit.
Married to the game. So then he did the unforgivable thing of following her private Instagram. I also learned that there is a 15-year age gap between us. Yo, is this person
Was that fucking Epstein?
Because, bruh, you DM'd him first. I don't know, the math ain't mathin' for this one. Making plans to move in together. With Saikuno, our relationship moved so incredibly fast it almost felt like a dream. It was like he could make anything I wanted happen, and as someone as
He has the money. He has the status. Why wouldn't he be able to do that? And the funny thing is, you got a lot of these girls that they'll fucking prey on dudes like this. What is it? Date the nerd. They'll build you a fireplace. You don't got to do shit but being an asshole to them, and you can get everything you want. Why are they acting like as though some people don't do this? There's people who literally, there's girls who take pride in the fact. What was the shit? What was the shit? It's like back in the day, the whole thing of having a low body count was something that was expected of people, especially women. And then now it's what is it? These same women will fucking not be ashamed that they fuck on the first date kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll get, or even more backwards, they'll get with a guy for a date, not give him no play. That's not bad or good. I'm just gonna bring this out, and they go right to her ex's house and get fucking taken to Pound Town, and expected that when it's found out about that everything is gonna be hunky dory. Okay.
Prolific
All right.
and successful as him, I had no reason to doubt anything he said to me. Girl, what? He's the Among Us guy. You can't be trusted. Even if he's joking. 2 days of knowing someone talking about getting a cat together? Crazy work. We had known each other barely for a few days, and this 34-year-old man was already expressing interest in moving in together to live in the same house. Or how you gonna DM him first and then age shame him? Put some respect on his name. He used a VTuber when talking to Bernie Sanders, and yes, that's true. In this screenshot, Saikuno said he's only ever had one relationship in his entire life. I would eventually found out that was a lie, and he's been dating and living in the same house as his girlfriend for years, and I was not the only girl on the internet that he spoke to on a daily basis. Why are you shocked? This dude is 34. He saw the towers fall and he was old enough to cry. I've only actually dated someone once and they broke up with me, so yeah, I think I'm just not very good, so it's probably just a me issue. We texted every single day, and these interactions would be charged with flirting and suggestive topics. I would send him suggestive pictures and audios, and he would confirm that he had himself to them. Additionally, he'd always act flustered and inexperienced, keeping up the illusion on his stream innocent persona.
Don't you like guys that are mysterious? Now, you don't like guys that are mysterious? Mind you, at any time, she didn't have to do any of this. This smells like a woman who didn't come out in the lead. To me, that's what it smells like to me.
Oh, that's a nice backside you got that yet while he's covering his mouth or something. On top of texting, we also called almost every day, even after it streamed for 8 hours. I now realize he was quiet because his girlfriend lived with him and he didn't want her to hear. Hey, don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife.
Because in reality, behind this mirage, this illusion, there was a master manipulator, a serial cheater, and a predator.
Okay, predator is a pretty big word. What
It
did he
is.
do? Did he do a jungle clear and forget the scuttle crab? That's punishable by death in China, by the way.
What he would
You know what bothers me about this is that I know there's my viewers that only a certain percentage of them are gonna understand this. I also hate the fact that a lot of these references he's bringing up, I understand them, even if I don't play the fucking games anymore. I have enough knowledge to know all of the, like when he said Mirage and it showed the map, I knew exactly what the fuck, because man, the Scuttle, yeah, man, whatever.
I'll forget to tell them, though, is that he had been in a monogamous relationship since 2021. But you don't have to take my word for it, because he admits to everything in a recorded voice call with the victim herself.
Patience, guys. We'll get to the call. Christ, I know you guys don't need that much stimulation. Come on. Whoa, he sent her $81 to buy her the new Resident Evil game. Now they're talking
That's
about
nice of him.
working out together and going on gym dates. And yeah, like fun helping each other out during workouts.
My man bought you Resident Evil 9 and you over here fucking exposing him? How fucking dare you? Why can't you just be a proper side piece? At the end of the day, you got Resident Evil for free.
A predator.
Okay, this one's absolutely crazy work. I haven't dated much, so you have me now. My XP bar is low. Bro, that's some crazy work, and people were kind of clouding this. Bruh, he cheated for East. Are you serious? Oh no, even in the call, this dude is still doing the voice. Holy Riz of the century. That was low-key hard as hell. You know, I kind of wondered if you've ever yourself while watching what I send you. What?
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Bro said maybe. I want a yes or a no. Yes, of course I have. How could I not? Sugar daddy. Less than a month later, Sykkuno would randomly ask for my PayPal account in DMs, then he'd waste no time in sending me money unprompted, something that I'd later realize was simply a behavioral pattern that he'd employed with women.
My man is sending you $200 and you mad? Again, I don't understand. Like, again, listen, I'm not sitting here defending it. What I'm sitting here saying is that she is old enough to know. If she really wanted to know if Sykkuno had a boyfriend or a boyfriend, well, then again, the anime cat ranch boy fucking anime profiles between the two of them. When women want to find information, dog, they become archaeologists. They'll start digging up shit out of nowhere, right? Believe me, they could dig up shit from the past real easy. But even then, right? I don't understand why again, and
Had expressed interest in. I want to reiterate, I have never asked him for his money, and he did this on his own volition. He bought me both a gym jacket, linked below, Resident Evil 9, because I expressed interest in the game. Hate to be that guy, but you could have returned the money if you didn't want it, so why is this even a point? Oh, wait.
because, and it's a lesson I learned a long time ago when I was extremely young. When you give a girl something, there is a massive, overwhelming chance that that's hers forever, even if the thing you gave her symbolizes something for that moment between the union between the two of you, or it symbolizes your relationship with her, or something like this. They will not give it back. How many fucking cases have we seen of people going to court where the woman is sitting there trying to hold on to something that's worth money or some shit? Like, it's fucked up, dog.
Here comes trouble, make it double. A calculated pattern of love bombing and manipulation. After speaking to Elf and Leia a couple days ago, we were both able to corroborate our experiences with Sykkuno and learned that we were both victims of his. Okay, the biggest crime I see is the hotmail. Sykkuno is known to send hundreds of dollars to the girls he wants to get involved with.
Again, and you're into 500 fucking dollars. Listen. Maybe he doesn't have experience dating. It's that easy when you have status, when you have money, and when you have the looks. It's that easy. He doesn't need to date. You girls come right to.
This screenshot is from when he took my friend Elfa Leia to Paris during the 2025 TFT tournament, along with sending her 500 euros to help her move into a new apartment. Unk is down bad, paying for Based on the messages, they seem pretty happy to take money from him and like go on trips and stuff.
At 100,000 viewers in one stream, he was gaining 500,000 followers every single month.
And he couldn't even drop a band on the hose.
That Sykkuno had the highest female demographic fan base compared to any other streamer, her included.
He's basically a performative male phenotype, and all these women fell for it.
It would also allow him to be one of the only male streamers to constantly be able to hang out with a majoritarily female friend group without him or them getting in trouble with their fan bases due to jealousy.
Girls would straight up ask him, why are you single? And he's like, I play too many video games. I had to play Jack's top lane. Wait, not that kind of predator.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
As Alpha Leia spoke with Saikuno, she'd tell him about rumors that she heard from someone else about how Saikuno had a roster of readily available women and how they all coincidentally were smaller content creators who wouldn't dare touch him if something went wrong.
So what if he did that to a bigger content creator and the bigger content creator's just looking at it and she just understands her role? Is that now a problem? It's funny as hell because you have women that are willing to become girl number 6, literally girl number 6, girl number 5, and even fight amongst each other to get a higher rank. Like, this shit is so stupid to me.
What are they scared of? Is he gonna ban them from the Among Us tournament? Ooh, Saikuno's girlfriend. The coincidence would lead me to finding out the truth about Saikuno happened last week. A popular male VTuber tried to slide in my DMs to presumably get in my pants, and when I rejected him, he immediately started to mention nasty rumors about Bao. How Bao? Out of concerns for her, I reached out to a mod who then connected me with Bao. The three of us struck up a conversation. When I mentioned I was nervous about a date I was going on, they asked me who it was. When I said my date was Saikuno, they immediately told me not to go on the date for.
So Bao was fucking Saikuno? Is that what was happening here? Bao was fucking Bao, Miss I Hate Men Bao? That Bao? Hold on. Okay. I guess she just was aware of it. Okay. Either way, still multiple bad people on all sides.
My own personal safety.
Safety is number one priority.
So this is Saikuno's girlfriend. I've lived with him for over 2 years. We have been together since 21. Everything he's planning with you are things we plan together and talk about and have done. I'm sorry.
Oh,
What
damn.
many of these women didn't know is that he'd always lie about the fact that he's single, that behind the scenes he had a neglected and depressed girlfriend that he'd been with since 2021 and who has lived with him since 2024 in the same house. I mean, he's kind of a dickhead. Cheating is cringe, but like, predator might be a stretch. Master manipulator and dangerous predator. Looks inside. My face went PNG. And then the girl who exposed him dropped the I am beyond disappointed in you.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Oh, and the call.
Now, again, you're probably sitting here and you're wondering why, with all of this shit that's coming out, why I'm still like so firm that I just don't give a shit. It's because of the information that I know at the end of this. That just makes me go, even with the girlfriend and Saikuno situation, you'll see.
Holy 17-minute call, Jesus.
That's it. Like,
What's it?
probably never talking again.
You and me?
Yes.
Mind you, this is the girl that exposed him. This is the girl that's mad that he cheated on her. This is the call between them.
That's it. Like,
What's it?
probably never talking again.
You and me?
Yes.
What? Why?
Is that not why?
What is why I'm still upset with you, but you didn't cheat on me. You can still talk to me and be, like, make up for your actions. Don't get me wrong, because I always am there for second chances. But
She still wanted to be with him. She wanted to be number one. This is no different than Ashley St. Clair. This is literally that. This is the Ashley St. Clair, Elon Musk, right? This is that on just a smaller scale. That's all it is. Except Elon Musk just don't give a fuck because he have so much fuck you money, it doesn't matter to Elon. Mind you, I hate Elon, but this is what it is. This is literally that. This runs parallel to that. Elon Musk just doesn't give a fuck and he's open about it because he has that fuck you money. While Saikuno probably, I don't know, has some type of a little bit of a heart. I don't fucking know.
I never will forgive you for cheating on her. That's...
I'm just as confused as all of you. He's saying they don't want to talk anymore, and she's like, nah, you can still talk to me, but I don't forgive you.
You're telling me how you wanted me to come visit you in Vegas, and how you wanted to go on a date, and how you were serious about me, and how you really meant it, and how you wanted to go get a cat together.
Yes.
Yeah. Why? Why didn't you just break off the relationship then?
Because a combination of remembering how it was, some part of me hoping it would go back to that, and
Well, obviously it's not gonna go back to that if you're actively cheating on her.
Not that that excites you know, but this person sounds stuck up as hell.
It's only gonna get worse. I think that's really on you, bud. And I know you're smarter than that.
I'm not.
I mean, for fuck's sake, you're a 34-year-old man, yes you are. Stop acting like you're a child.
His age isn't some kind of mystery. You chose to DM this 47-year-old man.
You knew damn well in the back of your head that it wasn't gonna end up well.
Yeah.
I also find it funny how these random e-girls came out with this and not, you know, the girlfriend who he cheated on. Saikuto's friends are all coming out saying it's disappointing, which, to be fair, it is. Cheating is cringe. You're the lowest of the low if you do it.
It's really not. Cheating is just bad. She hasn't done anything to ask for you to be cheated on. It's pretty cut and dry. You can still talk to me and be, like, make up for your actions. Exactly. So there's still no excuse for you to cheat on her.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm just as confused as all of you. But you can still talk to me if you want. You know, no big deal. Maybe we could play some Among Us with your other friends. This stuff was pretty silly. The debunker had to chime in.
Oh,
It's not a
fuck.
tactic if the person is asking for... Brother, it's not a tactic about money. If the person is asking for money and bait to receive money, you cannot say this. It has to be unprompted, unwarranted. It has to be, and even if it has to be after reluctance and resistance. That's the moment where it would be wrong. This is, well, I don't think I should be taking this, and you still do it? Wrong.
You know, stuff is really unemployed when XQC starts to make sense.
Love bombing me, dude. F off. Just
And I
stop
think
it.
one thing
Woman hands wrote that. That is such a woman hands coded fucking word terminology. Fuck that shit.
that actually
Again, XQC is correct. These women don't show any reluctance to taking his money, so the fact that they think this is a gotcha is a bit of a flaw. Summary. Fake scumbag e-boy turns out to be a as expected, and clout-chasing e-girls can't take accountability for themselves so easily because they wanted attention from someone rich and famous. Expected.
Absolute fucking cinema. Listen, hook, line, sinker. That is exactly how to sum up this fucking video. That is exactly how to sum up this video. They're all bad people. And a bad person sitting there saying you're worse because you did something, even though I'm a piece of shit, doesn't make them any less worse. They're all bad. We got nothing but shit on the fucking menu.
He's not a predator. You don't have to sensationalize it. You all just acted like ghouls trying to use each other. Lily Pichu also chimed in saying, I feel like I don't really know who people are and it's a lot to unpack. I try to believe in people, but I've ended up disappointed so many times. I'm becoming more closed off. I'm taking a few days off. See you guys later. Stay safe. Stay comfy. I'm not even gonna say his friends turned on him because the dude straight up cheated. Like, you know, whatever. I don't really care that a streamer cheated on his girlfriend, and I don't understand why everyone else is pretending they do either.
You're wrong.
Damn, Shorty just kept it a buck.
About the Sakuno situation. It was between two consenting adults. You can't be mad at two consenting adults. I don't understand why you're upset.
This was like Hiroshima 2 for the Asian girls. It was devastating. But Predator? Really? Piece of Sure. Asshole? Definitely. But let's not just throw these words around.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, this was a glazer. The guy who makes this video is a glazer. Like, this guy coordinated the release of this video because he's a big ass fucking glazer. Like, this is just, it's uncharitable. Like, it's not manipulative yet.
Nerdy
Because it
gamer
can
boy
be,
facade to
but
lure
it-
women
I don't
into a
see it
false narrative.
Also, one of the girls was straight up telling him she doesn't have money and she used the crying emoji.
I need money. I need money. You need money? Oh my god! Don't do that! Stop it!
XQC was not a fan of this Mugen video. He was calling him a glazer and their beef was escalating. He was so pressed for some reason, he even left a comment. Let's check it out. If he can only date people that are as or more famous than he is, then who could he have dated during his peak era? There were literally 0 creators who would qualify for that. Please clarify. He could have dated Pokimane, his girlfriend. He could have simply dated his girlfriend that he lived with and not lied to her for over 5 years while playing dating simulator with every female content creator in existence. But sure, man, let's instead farm clips calling cheating.
You know why he couldn't date Pokimane? Let me tell you why he couldn't date Pokimane. Because Pokimane would have made sure that there was no way for him to get away with his bullshit. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Pokimane would have been like, I got an Asian boyfriend. Cause she did the same shit before. Pokimane there would have been no way for Saikuto to get away with his collection with Pokimane around. Let's be real here.
Based, real classy.
Yeah, didn't Pokimane have like an Asian guy who everyone knew was her boyfriend, but she was trying super hard to like do PDA with him on streams, and he just looked always uncomfortable.
I just thought, yo, he's gonna the goat.
So this old clip resurfaced of XQC giving Saikuno advice back in the day, and it aged like fine wine.
You could get a girlfriend a date for like a whole year if you just. What? Yeah, man. Chat. I trained the man well, chat. Guys. I gave him some golden advice and he took it to heart, man. What can I say?
Oh, it's almost like two things can be true at once. The girls that exposed him are weird, and he's also a piece of for cheating. Crazy. If you made it this far, you're forced to subscribe to my
That's not happening. Maybe in the future, though. There's more allegations. Well, I'll be.
So it seems like the Saiguno, aka Saikuno allegations
That is a crazy name. Saiguno is crazy.
Getting worse as some of his larger content creator friends have now started to give their side of it, and for the most part none of them are really defending him, and they're just kind of painting a terrible picture, you know, making it seem like he's the worst guy alive. Mind you, this guy had a 35-page Google Doc put out by him by some e-girl Patreon content creator girl who...
That's her? Feet. Wait. Hold on. I could understand the black box with the pussy and the vagina and the asshole, but the feet? Is it that? Are people that down bad?
Was trying to paint this guy out to be like the worst person alive, right? I did a video kind of covering that situation, and basically reading it, I came to the conclusion that this guy is kind of a douche that cheated on his girlfriend of 5 years. But he's not a monster. He's not a predator. He didn't use his fame.
I love how this guy has a Sabrina Carpenter fucking print shirt on his shirt to defend himself from the rabid hordes of the Hive. Is Sabrina Carpenter the new Hive? I guess for white women. I don't know if black women also go to Sabrina Carpenter. I know fucking black and white women love them some Beyonce or Taylor Swift, right? Like Beyonce had all the black girls and Taylor Swift had all the fucking white girls, right? I don't know. Maybe Cardi B has all the rest of the hood. Anyway, the big three, just like animated big three.
Or his clout to lure women into doing anything inappropriate. He literally had OnlyFans girls, Patreon girls messaging him. He messaged them back, you know, he was talking flirty with them, blah, blah, blah. And then it ended up coming out that he was doing all of this, talking to many girls while he had a relationship. Now we have people like Pokimane, Valkyrie, whole bunch of other content creators, even other random e-girls coming out now with allegations or other...
Bro, that's Lily Pichu. Oh, well, he said e-girl. When I hear e-girl, I'm thinking of, I think it's fucking synonymous with like thoughts and shit. My bad. It just means electronic girl, but I'm thinking OnlyFans girl.
Victims, in air quotes, of Saiguno's horrific actions. Now, surprisingly, Valkyrie is one of the most fair content creators in this whole situation. Mind you, they've been friends for quite some time. If you go on his page, on his YouTube, they're in a lot of videos together. And she had a very fair take about this whole situation where she didn't really like throw him under the bus or anything. She's talked about how they've talked about it, you know, he screwed up. But for the most part, like, she hasn't disavowed him. She didn't cancel him, say he's the worst human being alive. And I kind of respect her for that, truly.
In the room. Obviously, yes, I did talk to Saikuno, and obviously, yes, he did tell me everything. And obviously, yes, I should not have tweeted that I was disappointed yesterday, because it just gave a lot of ammo to a lot of angry people. And so, but yeah, he knows that I was gonna mention it today, and he told me everything, and yeah, I am disappointed, as I have been with a lot of my friends in the past, and I'm sure I've also been disappointing to a lot of my friends as well, so, you know.
Now, Lily Pichu, who is another friend of Saikuno, put out this statement onto her Instagram. I feel like I don't really know who people truly are. Sometimes either girlfriend, else I feel not really a statement. It's just a TikTok that's kind of like referencing something. She doesn't mention anybody's name or anything. And it says how it sounds to feel disappointed but no longer surprised. And it's just her kind of like doing her makeup with hair curlers in. Obviously, she's also a friend of Saikuno and all these other people, so I think that's a pretty clear reference to him. I could be wrong though. So now we start to get into some of the new allegations, allegedly.
All right.
This is from someone named Sugo the Angel, which I guess is like an artist and whatnot. NSFW content as well. With nudity warnings, so that kind of... Again, we already know that Saiguno has a type, right? I'm not going to judge the man for getting his rocks off. I will judge him for cheating on his girlfriend, saying Saikuno disrespected my physical boundaries and clearly has a disregard for consent in general. He's one of the most powerful men in streaming, and he used that power to take advantage of women who thought they could trust him. I was still a teenager when he targeted me. So first off, this is...
Okay, now that's different. Now we're entering actual fucking territory that we can sink our teeth in. Because if this man was in his 30s and this woman was 17, I guess. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If you 18 and you sitting here complaining, meanwhile you got these women in their fucking 50s robbing the cradles from dudes in their literally dudes who are literally 18. I don't really give a shit. I have a hard cutoff, right? A hard fucking cutoff.
Absolutely like absurd thing to post without any context whatsoever, any screenshots, any proof that you even like had contact with this person. First off, we have what looks like freaking SA allegations. Disrespected my physical boundaries, has a disregard for consent. Like, you realize how dangerous these are to just kind of throw out there, right? Like, the dude already has allegations out there, which, again, I've come to the conclusion he's a cheater. He's kind of a scumbag and whatnot who...
I love the comment right under it. Well, this is definitely damning. Sorry you had to go through that. There's that believe all women bullshit.
likes to mess around with a lot of girls, but... Come on now, like we're just gonna throw out now what looks like SA or grape allegations, disrespecting my boundaries.
And mind you, all this time that this has happened, this person didn't say a word until now.
Disregarding consent, most powerful men in streaming use that power to take advantage of women. Like, bro, none of that happened in any of the allegations we've covered. That the whole Google Doc was literally just a bunch of like Patreon or OnlyFans girls messaging him, consensually talking and trading images and whatnot, and they were just kind of having a back and forth. He never once used his platform and like held it over them like, hey, you want to be the next big streamer? Here you go. Ooh. You gotta be quicker than that. Ooh, ooh. Like, none of that happened.
Here's the thing. A lot of them think that way, though. If you think these women were just being preyed on, that's not the case. A lot of these women, there's an invisible ladder that they are very aware of, right? They know the status, right? They get in and they know that their fucking star rises and they're willing to use anyone. They're willing to step on anyone. They're willing to ruin anyone. I just think it's kind of crazy that this person is a lewd artist, which is a person who makes like hentai or porn or whatever the fuck it is. And they're sitting there talking about so what, is this person 19, 18, 20? So this has been going on. So this is what I mean by they waited all these fucking years, right? Did he do this shit to you when you were fresh 18? Like a year ago? Or was this some bullshit that happened? We're talking, whatever, dog. Whatever.
It was literally a dude who just happened to also be a large creator. Just because someone has a potential power dynamic, obviously, like if Pokimane hit me up, there's obviously a power dynamic. But if we're mutually talking, having a good time, you know, she's not saying, oh, I'm going to promote you, I'm going to put you in my videos and my streams and whatnot if you send me some meat pics. None of that was happening. And also, not to mention the framing.
But you know you would, because she got a fat ass, if you know what. And also because she does have status, right? But you're not a fucking victim. You know what's happening. And more than likely, a lot of fucking dudes would be they would be all for it. So yeah, come on now.
Of I was still a teenager when he targeted me. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean you were 18, 19? Like, why are we using that language?
And if that's the case, how long ago has it been? Give us a time frame. Because the longer the time frame is, the worse it makes you look. This is why it's so hard for me to get behind people who wait, like the Christy Blasey Fords that wait like years and years to come forward with a sex allegation. And it's only when the guy either is now being attacked by all of these fucking people when they had all this information, or it's when this person is a political some type of you've been put up to become an obstacle in this person's political career. Man.
Obviously, you were not under the age of 18 because that would have been included. You would have probably said I was underage. So she was either 18 or 19. It just comes across as disingenuous, trying to paint a narrative. Next, we have another nothing burger, this time with a side of fries from Jew X Hano. Who, another VTuber. Again, bro has a type. Pink Goober who draws cute girls. Scared as F to share this, but I met Sykkuno back in early 2019 and 2020. The first few interactions, he called me around 3 a.m. saying he was bored and ended the convo saying, "You said you were single, right?" I was like, yes. He was like, "Oh, okay." So bro was doing, sleepy calls like, "Hey, you're single, right, baby?" And, she freaking took it somewhere else, I guess.
Which, again, I guarantee you none of these women had a problem with. You guys remember, what was that fucking guy's name that all of these e-girls was all going crazy for? What was his name? And he had he always sounded like he was trapped in a subwoofer. Kind of like Earthshaker from Dota. What was his fucking name? Dead husband? Corpse husband, right? Remember how those women were treating that dude? And again, it's just the status, right? Because apparently, he was a normal ass looking guy. And I thought, oh, that would be the end of it, right? No, these girls went so fucking feral for this fucking guy. He actually had to quit because he was having mental issues from it. Which again, I think he always had mental issues or some shit like that. But again, it's status. Status is the when it comes down to looks, money, and fame, it is always fame/status. That is the biggest thing that they go for. Fight me for it in the comments if you believe otherwise. It is fame. Fame is what Sykkuno had. Money's a bonus, but it's fame.
He called me randomly at night asking what I was up to, and he was bored. I talked to him too because I stayed up late. It was like, ooh, I'll keep him company since he's bored. So yeah, again, consenting, giving.
She wouldn't have did that if he was ugly. If she didn't like him and he was ugly, she wouldn't have done it.
We became friends. And I rated him about a year after being friends. His chat asked, "Who is she?" And he was like, "Huh? Oh, I don't know. They said their name was Jew or something. No idea." This made me really sad and confused. Like, I thought we were friends. After that, I felt really sour towards him. Now, I can honestly be like, okay, that's kind of scummy, right? Like, if you're friends behind closed doors, it's kind of weird if someone's not going to, like, act like you know them in public. That is scummy. That's like mean girl behavior, high school drama behavior. I asked him about it a few years later because I was confused, and he was like, oh, I don't remember. It was probably when we first met, but it wasn't. It was after we played games with friends and talked for a year. Like, so how long was this relationship, bro? Like, why did it take you a few years to ask someone? Wouldn't you have, like, asked them that the same day that happened? Like, bro, why did you ghost me? Or why did you, like, pretend you didn't know me? Why would you wait years to do that? It's kind of weird. We were going to meet after the BTS concert in LA, but he wouldn't answer his message, and I got a weird gut feeling, so I just said, never mind, maybe.
So hold on, wasn't this the girl who literally just said that he sexually assaulted her? Or something, like she was hinting at sexual assault, kind of? Make sure I'm not bugging her, hold on. Was it disrespecting my physical boundaries? How did he disrespect your physical boundaries if he was never around you? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe when she said meet Maybe when she said meet, she mean like meet up again.
drama behavior. I asked him about it a few years later because I was confused, and he was like, "Oh, I don't remember. It's probably when we first met, but it wasn't. It was after we played games with friends and talked for a year. Like, so how long was this relationship, bro? Like, why did it take you a few years to ask someone? Wouldn't you have, like, asked them that the same day that happened? Like, bro, why did you ghost me? Or why did you, like, pretend you didn't know me? Why would you wait years to do that? It's kind of weird. We were gonna meet after the BTS concert in LA, but he wouldn't answer his message, and I got a weird gut feeling, so I just said, never mind, maybe next time. I want to clarify, I've never had romantic feelings for him, only been friends, and I wanted to keep it that way. Honestly, my interactions with him were not great, and I wasn't sure if it was just me who went through this. I kept brushing it off, saying, oh, it's because he's socially awkward and stuff, but my gut instinct was saying not to get close to him and keep him at arm's distance. Because he's such a big streamer, I didn't think...
What's the community note? What's the community note? Is it, I hope it's not for this person and it's for the person down. What's that community note?
Anyone would say anything, even if they went through the same thing. I kept it to myself and only told a few close friends for the past years. I'd say I'm shocked, but I'm not. I'm so sorry to all the victims who went through this. No one deserves to go through. What the hell was this? She didn't say anything. Like, nothing happened in that tweet. She just said, like, we talked on Discord once, and then I raided into his stream, and he pretended he didn't know me. Like, yeah, that's...
Now imagine if a woman did this, and she just did that silent... What's that shit? Ghosting? Right? That's the term that they brought up. Ghosting. They made that word up. If a woman had did this to a guy, would anybody even fucking care?
Kind of screwed up, but like, what the hell is this? This is one of those situations where the whole point of this is going to be completely muddied because people are so dramatic. This is all it is. It's drama. And I'm a drama farmer, so I'm going to cover it. This is a situation where Saiguno can't keep his pecker in his pants, messaging every e-girl that comes his way, even though he's in a relationship, and now he's got himself caught up. And now you have bozos like this who are coming out completely made up allegations that are just like blown out of proportion, right? It'll just be something silly like, I talked to him on the phone one time and he tried to put his wiener in my ear through the phone. Like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, this guy can be a cheater, he can be a scumbag, he can be a douche, he can be all these things without people muddying the water trying to just make up things that may or may not have happened. It just comes across as stupid. And that's about all.
It's so good. It's so smart, this guy, right? Right? He's lighter skinned. He has a tactical Sabrina Carpenter equipment, so he's protected, right? He has plus defense, the stats. It's so smart. It's so smart because it's so good. Anyway, that's the video. I mean, bottom line, like, look, they knew what the fuck it was. They're not stupid. Apparently, Saikuno and his girlfriend were broken up for a long time, but they were just around each other. And that's something that's very plausible considering the fact that when you got money, you can just do stupid shit like that, right? You may not two hate each other, but she lives around you because whatever. Listen, when you got money, when you got status, you can do shit like that. You'd be surprised what you can do when you have money. So apparently they were only boyfriend and girlfriend in name only, which again, I don't know how that works. But the only one who didn't come forward so far, for the most part, from what I've known, from what I see, unless maybe Saikuno's ex comes forward. I doubt it. Not ex-girlfriend. Probably spelling this all wrong. Comes forward. Because apparently even Saikuno's ex, the girl before his girlfriend, came forward, which is like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's literally nothing. Oh, wait, is this his girl? Why is it a picture of Pokemon? What? Anyway, if these girls didn't know that he was a fuckboy from the jump, Saikuno being smooth with girls for 14 minutes, and this was 5 years ago, You deserve what you get. Well, you just don't like what the pendulum swings and you don't come out in front on front. You don't come out on top. It is what it is. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. I said peace. Get out of here. I don't know why, but I no longer